morning, y'all. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. At least it's morning when I'm recording this. So last night I decided to go ahead and record how I do my blowouts, how I get my hair to be like soft and flippy and shiny, because naturally my hair is very like frizzy, curly, wavy kind of texture. And for me personally, you can disagree with this, but I talk to a lot of women, I work with a lot of women on obviously, you know, a lot of this channel is about self-love, empowerment, you know, attraction, and not just attracting guys, but like your desires and things. And so it has to do with confidence. And for me, from just my experience in myself and talking to other people, I do feel like a lot of women's confidence comes from their hair. When you have really good hair and you feel good about it, it just adds something like to make you just feel a little bit more confident about yourself. I mean, anything, like if you feel like your body looks good, your hair, your makeup, whatever, like doing makeovers for people. I used to love growing up a good makeover. I still do, because it just adds that like extra special something to the way that you feel about yourself when you feel like you look good and you appreciate that. So, you know, you definitely don't want to become dependent or reliant on that, but you do want to have a good self-care routine and do things that make you feel good about yourself. And for me, there's like nothing like a fresh blowout when my hair is like soft and I feel like it looks good. I just, so much of like my confidence in the way that I look comes from my hair. So I just wanted to show y'all how I do this. And I do get, you know, quite a lot of questions about my hair care routine. So anyways, once again, don't become, you know, dependent on the way that you look to make yourself feel good, but you can do things like this to just kind of boost your own self-confidence and make you just feel a little extra special, because you deserve that. So if you're curious as to how I do this, my hair, like I said, is pretty crazy naturally. So this is everything I dreamed of as a kid, and I finally just like learned how to do it myself and taught myself how to do it. Now granted, I did sleep on it last night, so like this piece right here, if you can tell, is just a little like calicky, you know, when you sleep on it. So it's not 100% fresh, but like for this to be, this is my bed head. Like this is bed head. Would you not like your bed head to look like this? And if it doesn't, I'm going to show you how. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I just got out of the shower and took my hair out of the towel. This is what we are working with right now, and it is, my hair is naturally like curly, wavy, and it's a little frizzy. So I do bleach it. I do, you know, obviously blow it out every couple of days. I would say I do this every 5 to 7 days, which don't freak out. Yes, I use a lot of dry shampoo, and I really don't sweat that much. And I've also trained my hair to not get super oily, because I've been doing this for years now. So if you're the type that washes your hair every day, every other day, you're gonna have to go through a period of using lots of dry shampoo. So anyways, this is what we have. What I'm gonna do is actually put in my leave-in spray, which I'm gonna tell you what this is in a second, but I'm gonna put this in and comb it out. And then I'm just gonna like sit, do emails, do things, you know, watch a TV show, whatever it is that you would do if you have time. This is what I like to do. That's why I do it on a day where I don't have to like get up and go right away. So the reason I do that is because I want to let it air dry as much as possible without it getting completely dry. So there is a point where you kind of like get used to knowing your own hair, and you know like, okay, this is too dry. So yeah, I will show you like right before I'm about to blow it out like what the damp factor is. But this is the leave-in that I use. It is this BioTerra Anti-Frizz Intense Smoothing Leave-In Conditioner. Locks out frizz for 3 days, even in high humidity. Y'all, I live in the south and I live near the coast, so it is very humid here. This is very necessary. I love this stuff because it smells really good. It has camellia oil. It does work as far as like anti-frizz goes, and trust me, I've tried everything out there. Maybe not lately. Last couple of years I've just been like sticking to this, but it works. At least it works for me, so it might not work for your hair. Keep that in mind. Everyone's hair texture is different, but I do love this. If you feel like you have similar texture hair to me. And I love it as well because it's cheap. You can actually get this at Sally's. I'm sure you could order it on Amazon or something like it. Or I'm sure you could get the, I think this is supposed to be maybe like a Matrix or like a Biolage knockoff. I'm not sure. But it kind of has that like, you know, packaging where it looks like they're trying to like knock it off or be a replica. So anyways, I like this because you can get it at Sally's. It's cheaper than like the high-end stuff, and it works really well, and it smells so good. So I'm going to put this in, comb my hair out, and then I will let you know when it is time to blow dry. One more thing, y'all, you don't want to put any sort of leave-in or oil or anything too close to the roots because it will weigh down your blowout, and I feel like that's pretty common knowledge, but I just wanted to throw that in there. Not only will it weigh it down, but it'll just make you kind of like greasy and get greasier faster. So I like to just like try and put it on my fingers and, you know, just make sure I target towards the ends and wherever there's like the most damage and wherever you need it. And also this is the comb that I use. So it's just this big wide tooth comb, and I try to be like as gentle as possible because when I'm blowing it out it can get pulled pretty taut, and you know, when I use bleach and stuff it gets damaged pretty easily. So I feel like my hair is knottier than normal right now because I was just outside, and I've been outside the last 2 days a little bit more than usual. So anyways, I just wanted to give you that bit of information. Okay, we are back with a shirt on. My Instacart driver just got here with my food. So it's actually been quite a while. It's been about 2 hours since I filmed the last clip. That was not intentional. I knew like my groceries were gonna come and it was just taking a while, and I didn't want to be mid blow dry while my food was getting here. So, in hindsight, I guess it really doesn't matter, but what I did is I threw all my hair up on the top of my head in a little bun. So as you can see, like up here, this is pretty much almost like dry right now. It's probably a little more dry than I want it to be, but the majority of my hair is still pretty damp. So when you put it up in a bun, it like conserves the moisture, like holds it in, so it'll stay wet longer because you don't want it to be too dry, like I said, or else it just won't work very well. So damp hair, some dry pieces. What I use is this blow dryer. It's nothing fancy. The name has now rubbed off. I've had it for a couple of years. My stepmom, who is a hairdresser slash barber, got this for me. I don't think it's a very big deal what you use. Just use a blow dryer. I was using this little round brush because I really liked how like taut it pulled my hair, which made it nice and like straight and just really got in there, but it also was causing a lot of damage and breakage. So I got something a little bit bigger. Both of these I just got at like TJ Maxx. It really is not anything super duper fancy or special. This says nanotechnology, ceramic, and ionic. I think this is as well, maybe ionic. So this is what I have been using as of late, and it works pretty well. As far as heat goes, I'm not gonna lie to you, I use hot. I know a lot of hairdressers out there would say like, eek, they'd cringe, you know, you want to use medium if possible, or like warm, but it just, to me, for my hair, does not get as hot or as like smooth. It doesn't make it as like flippy and smooth because, I don't know, maybe that's just my hair texture, but when I use hot, it always comes out really well. I just heard the oven beep, so let me go put my spaghetti squash in and we'll get started. So what I'm gonna do is, as you saw, I just divided my hair in like maybe half. I have weird hair. It's like thick but thin at the same time. I really don't have any idea how to explain it. It's just, I have a lot of hair, but it's like thin, if that makes sense. So I put it in about half, and basically what I'm gonna do is just start blow drying and show you how I did it rather than talk, because there's not much to like describe. I just have to like show you. So we're using hot heat or high heat round brush and a blow dryer, and yes, I do recommend using a leave-in and also a heat protectant. I don't have any heat protectant right now, and it's not been my priority to get some, so I think that might have a leave-in built into it. So let's get started. Like I said, I divided my hair into about half. You might want to do a little bit more, like take a little bit more up on top, but I'm lazy. I'm gonna do it as quickly as possible. Also, to save on heat, if you want, you can actually just like messy blow dry it until it's like just damp and then blow it out. So let me show you. So that actually saves you on time and heat because you're not like directly blowing it on each strand, and it just gets it like air dried faster, so that then you can go in and just do your magic with the brush. section done. I mean, that really didn't take long at all. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. So this is the bottom. That probably took like a minute. So now I'm just gonna take another layer. Hi baby girl, I wish I could show you. She looks so freaking cute right now staring up at me. I think she wants dinner, which I might go feed her real quick. So we're gonna take 2 more layers down the side, and then I'll probably wrap all this up on top of my head. What you doing, princess? Okay, so now we just have 2 more layers down on either side, and we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, so I am realizing that this is like just my technique, so I just know how to do it, but I should probably explain there is a little something to it. So obviously, you know, when it comes to the back of my head, you're seeing me like pull it, like I go to the back of my head and then I pull it this way, and then I go like this, right? So it's like, yes, I am technically pulling it and drying it sideways, so that's why at the end, like when you saw me do the last layer, you see me flip all my hair back and go like this just to smooth it out and make sure that that hair is still going in that direction, because the heat will determine which way the hair lays when you're blowing it out. So just for the sake of like not going like this the entire way up my head, because that would be really painful and exhausting, I just kind of pull it to the side, and then towards the end to like finally set it and make sure it lays flat. That's why you see me go like that, okay? So this side is now complete. Let's do the other one. So what I'm gonna do now is I have this chunk that I'm just going to pull down. This is the one time I will go to the back of my head because I don't want to be pulling this to the side. So I'll probably do 2 layers like this. Just clip this up, grab this. This part of my hair is actually really damaged, so I like to like comb it out first a little bit, and then I'm left-handed, so hopefully that doesn't confuse y'all when you're trying to do this. Plus the camera is mirrored, but I just take my right hand and then blow it out as such. Is actually the front, or what I would call like the fringe. So I'm just going to take a very thin section right here, pull it down, put all this up the top. I'm going to be honest with you, I probably do not do the exact same way every time, but we just want to make sure that everything gets blown out. And I'll show you, I like to do the front, a pretty deep layer in front, because it gives me a lot of body and a lot of like volume, and I can part my hair whatever way I want because it's so flippy. So right here. Like I said, I go pretty far back with it just because then it gives me all that body and that volume. Just gonna kind of pull that back there. Do a little final touch up and make sure the cuticle really gets sealed back here where all my frizzies are. But this is how I do it, and then I really just leave my hair like this. I don't really need to straighten it because it's soft, it's flippy. Whereas like if I don't blow out my hair, I'll let it air dry and then I do straighten it, but it just doesn't come out the same because the cuticle kind of gets already sealed at that point. So this is what we have. I'm going to finish it off with a spray, a glossy hair mist. This is Giovanni. I love this because it smells like BioSilk and it's a spritz and it just had a cute little bottle. So this is Shine of the Times High Gloss Hair Mist. Cruelty-free, vegan, infused with natural botanical ingredients, no sulfates, I would hope not, parabens, all that good stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna just spray it on the ends here, a little bit on the top just because I do have some breakage up here too. But yeah, definitely want to focus it on the ends. Let's go ahead and do the other side. If I'm ever just feeling down about myself, all I have to do is give myself a nice blowout and I feel better. So yeah, it really only takes me between 15 to 20 minutes to do total. And this is what we have. My face is looking really red because of the light. Don't mind that. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Please let me know if you try it. Leave me a comment and tell me like if it worked for you, if it was a total disaster. I'd love to know if it's like, because I think it's super easy, right? But it's like I've practiced for a really long time and I know how to move my body and move my hands and stuff. So that's how I do it. I love y'all and I will talk to you soon. Bye.